Hello, what's up guys? Welcome back in our YouTube channel with me, Ogi and Jeeves, in our journey into Star Atlas Metaverse. Yesterday, after the town hall at the Discord Star Atlas, I found it a space Twitter between DaoCaster, Star Atlas Theory, Eoganacht, and Santi. It's really amazing conversation between the community. So check this out. Power to the people, stick it to the man.
But I want to invite some other people to speak as well. Santi, welcome. Thanks for joining, man.
Hey everyone, it's great to be here. Hope you liked the town hall. A lot of good updates from Michael and the whole teams, the whole departments at Star Atlas. So yeah, I hope you everyone liked the updates. And I'm here to listen to the after party.
All right, very cool. Well, Santi, great job on the interview, and we really appreciate you guys putting that together for us. Obviously, it's huge for the community. So thanks for being here, and thanks for doing that.
Thank you for doing this. It's great. It's great to have a place to chat after the town halls. It's really good.
You got it. Okay, well, I want to get some people up here. I want to start talking and getting this after party started. Once again, for those of you who are just joining, because I know we have a lot of people coming in right now, the two main updates that we heard, or rather, I guess we'll say the two most exciting ones, were that Score is expected to be released or hoped to be released by the team on December 16th at the end of their original target window. So that's really exciting. And anyone who currently owns a Star Atlas NFT will be given a collectible from the Miami Art Week, which is also really, really cool. So just to give a quick intro, my name is Tony. I'm at DaoCaster here on Twitter. I started the first Star Atlas podcast. It's available on Google, Apple, and Spotify. Basically, right now I'm going through a Star Atlas 101 series where anybody who doesn't want to read the white paper, I'm going through and explaining the white paper and its intricacies for all new players. And then it'll eventually turn into a daily or weekly podcast on podcasting and on YouTube. So thank you so much for joining. If you'd like to hear more updates on that, please follow me here, and I'll make sure that you guys get any links or anything like that moving forward. Another person that's with me here is one of my favorite content creators in the Star Atlas space, and that's Atlas Theory. So feel free to hop on and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Atlas Theory. Mostly do my content on YouTube, but yeah, I may be a guest at some point on a podcast. So super excited for that. But yeah, just a little bit about me. Welcome in, guys.
Awesome, thanks so much. Yeah, I know, a little bit of a tease there for coming on the podcast. You will be the first guest, and I'm thrilled about it. Speaking of guests on the podcast, we also have Eoganacht here up on the stage as well. So Eoganacht, please introduce yourself and tell us kind of what you're affiliated with, or what guilds or DACs or teams that you're on as well.
Sure, thank you for having me today. So I'm with the Star Atlas community itself as a community moderator, in addition to a communications officer with the Interstellar Alliance, which is a community of communities in Star Atlas. And one of those communities goes by the name of Bulk, which is focusing on secret resource transport and combat and training up individuals' human level skills alongside their general metaverse prosperity.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining us up here. A couple people have requested to come up. I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys up. But while they're connecting, I just want to ask, Santi as well, if you'd like, what were some of your guys' favorite parts from the highlights from this town hall?
So
free for all, whoever wants to.
I usually need to re-listen to them because I'm really focused on that everything goes well. So I will need to re-listen to the town hall to get updated on everything. But I mainly like the updates from the product team, like that we are engaging with Bird Paint and Sperasoft, and getting new development, AAA quality development team members to the team. So that's really good.
Yeah, I think the most breathtaking sentence kind of bit that he said was that there are 30 members of Sperasoft that are fully devoted to Star Atlas development. That's insane.
Yeah, that's not something small. Like really, it's huge in my opinion. It's great to have 30 people only focusing on the AAA game development, Unreal Engine 5. So that's huge. That's huge.
Awesome. Eoganacht, what about you? Favorite part of the town hall?
For me, I think it is the confidence coming from Michael with regard to the minigame date. I know that he clarified and you noted that it is a target date. It's been many months. I know that the Star Atlas team is focused on building things to a high degree of quality, so I'm very excited for what is in store for all of us.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Atlas Theory, what about you?
Yeah, I'd agree. I also like that confidence. A little bit more selfish reason. I like that the Polis staking is pushed back a little bit. Gives us a little bit of time to accumulate a little bit more. For those of you who don't appreciate how important Polis is going to be, read a little bit more in the white papers and the economic papers. You want a little bag, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of rushed to put a little bit of my holdings in Polis this week, and I'm glad that I have a little more time. For those of you who don't know what Polis is the second token in the Star Atlas metaverse. The first one is Atlas. That'll be used for all of your day-to-day transactions. It's what you will be rewarded with for some of the activities. It's what you'll be, for lack of better terms, you'll be receiving when you complete these score missions. And it's our basic payment system. But Polis is going to be the governance token. And holders of Polis, to some degree, will be able to vote on direction in the game. So eventually they'll be able to say or vote on, hey, we'd like the team to work on this or add this, but also inside the game to govern cities and areas and things like that. So that there are so many different kind of use cases for the Polis token. So something that I really wanted to go over real quick is one of the questions that was asked of Michael was, it's so hard. I think it was SCO. I think SCO maybe was the name of the gentleman that asked. Anyway, he was saying basically it's so hard to buy crypto, and your marketplace doesn't make it any easier. So for those of us who are gamers who are not in crypto, why is it still so hard? Like, why do you buy a ship and then you still have to claim the ship and things like that? And so anyone, please feel free to join in on this. But something I just wanted to say, if people here are not originally in the crypto space, is that the reason why crypto is so powerful is because it is decentralized and it is secure. And so if it was not secure, or rather, if we didn't have to go through all these verifications to gather these coins and tokens and things like that, then our currency wouldn't be secure. It'd be that much easier for people to take and control our money instead of us owning it. So I agree. I've lost hundreds of dollars by not doing transactions correctly, and it sucks because I don't really have that much to lose, or I didn't at the time. So my advice to everyone who's in the same boat is to take the time and really learn how to transfer your funds, buy cryptocurrency. I don't think it's going to get much easier if you're in the United States to buy crypto soon. If you're outside of the United States, I think the FTX exchange will be really good. But I just wanted to say the importance of how hard it is really, it speaks to the security and how new and emerging the technology is. Daryl, did you have something you wanted to add?
Yeah, I was just gonna speak earlier about you guys were talking about the favorite parts of the town hall, but I was just
please. I apologize.
You guys are all talking about. I agree with everything you guys said. I'm excited about the confidence and everything. Honestly, I'm really excited that they have something, a gift for everybody that already bought ships, and the necklace. Did anybody here buy the necklace yet? I was actually about to check it out, but I live in Guam, USA, so it's US. I'm not sure how to use the FTX exchange being in the United States, so it's, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure we can. I don't have experience unless you have a VPN. I haven't used it, and I'm not sure how. So that's a good question too. But yeah, that's a cool. I'm wondering. He said it was going to be a legendary NFT. I think in Michael Wagner's tweet, maybe Santi, you can like confirm or reject this, but I believe he mentioned it as a legendary NFT, which I think possibly matches up to the anomaly, legendary, rare categorization that's currently in the collectibles marketplace on staratlas.com or play.staratlas.com. So I initially thought, it's really interesting when he tweeted that. So he basically said, for those of you who don't know, come to the town hall. He said this like 3 hours ago. Come to the town hall if you want a chance to get a legendary NFT. And I'm like, wait a second, legendary NFT, where do I know that? So I go onto the marketplace and I look and I find that Armstrong Legends NFT, that Legends number one NFT. And I thought it was another one of those. And I was like, oh my goodness, like this Armstrong one is about to get more valuable. I mean, this is just my personal opinion and a guess. And so we saw the price go from like $250 for this NFT last night, and now it's at like $800 to $1,000 USDC, pardon me, in the marketplace. So I don't think it's correlated to legends, but maybe it's just the legendary classification. Anybody have any thoughts on that?
It is legendary indeed, and it has a really low supply. I think it has only 500 of supply.
500.
So that's really low, to be honest. Like, it's for a necklace, it's really low.
And you probably can't tell us what the utilization of the necklace is going to be, but of course, we're all just speculating what type of perks will come with the necklace.
I think it will have some in-game perks, but I can't expand on that one right now.
Does anybody up here know where people that are listening right now can get a link to this, to the necklace?
I just clicked on the link on the Discord.
Yeah, it is posted on the announcements channel on the Star Atlas Discord, so you can go there and check it.
Perfect. I'm going to pull it up right now so everyone can see. Oh, wow, that is cool. That's awesome.
It looks cool, right?
Yeah, that's really cool. I wonder, yeah, okay. Oh, I guess there is FTX US. Okay, yeah, I'll have to, if there's any left, I'll have to look later. Very cool. Okay, well, I just want to take this opportunity again to kind of reset the room here for everyone who has just joined. Thank you, everyone, for joining this Star Atlas Town Hall recap and after party. We're basically just going over our favorite parts, talking about what we're excited about, and any thoughts about what he announced. So if you'd like to say something, it's an open floor up here, so please request to be added to the stage, and I'll let you in, and we can chat. So yeah, also, for those of you that don't know, my name is Tony. I'm a Star Atlas content creator on YouTube and on podcasts with the Star Atlas DaoCast. You can find me on Google and Apple and Spotify and things like that. And it's a daily podcast where they're like 5 to 10 minutes each, where I just go over explaining the Star Atlas metaverse. So it's really, really fun. And up here with me, I have Santi and Eoganacht from the Star Atlas team, and Atlas Theory, who's a fellow content creator as well as Daryl. So Daryl, thanks for jumping up. And I didn't give you a chance to introduce yourself. So Daryl, go ahead if you'd like.
Hi, everybody. I'm Daryl. I'm actually a moderator, I believe, in the Atlas Theory Discord. So I'm friends with Aaron. So yeah, I'm also a moderator.
Let's go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Just to clarify real quick, I'm not actually a formal member of the Star Atlas team. I'm just a community moderator. Just wanted to
That's actually a good distinction, because in my perspective, people who are community moderators of a Star Atlas Discord are members of a team, but thank you for clarifying that.
Sure.
All right, we have a couple new additions here to the stage. We have Digital Grift, and we have Humobily. I'm sorry if I'm botching that, but Digital Grift, why don't you introduce yourself and welcome to the stage. Tell us your thoughts about the town hall.
You know what? I've been attending like every town hall, and unfortunately I missed this one. So I just came up to see if I could ask a question real quick. And you appreciate this room and all you guys. I think you guys are awesome.
Yeah, go for it. First of all, thanks for saying that, and ask away. We could probably do another recap of what they went over. Do you want me to kind of highlight the two main things they went over before your question in case it answers it, or do you want to go ahead now?
Yeah. No, I'm sure it's a question that everyone was looking for, the score date, and then if you could give a high level recap. Is the score still December 9th or
December 16th? So, but yes, very very soon. Thanks for coming up and asking that. First of all, basically they came up. They interviewed Lumina. Which I think that was the name. Somebody could correct me on that if you want to, but from the Coexist Guild, and they have a really cool guild. It's one of the Turkish guilds, and they've done really cool things, like gotten all of them on all these space games, Elite Dangerous, Star Citizen, No Man's Sky, things like that, to prepare for Star Atlas and strategy. They've also created their own minigame on Unreal Engine 4 that walks new players through like environments and marketplaces and NPCs to learn about Star Atlas game, which is really, really cool. Then Michael Wagner came on and basically updated everyone on some of the things that are happening in Star Atlas. So Discord grew to 125,000 people this week. They have over 250,000 followers on Twitter, 50,000 on Telegram, and so on. And so there are two main announcements. One was that score would be released, or rather the target date has been updated to December 16th. And a couple reasons for that. One being that it has started their security audit. That's not entirely in their hands, and they are confident it will not be done by December 9th. So the security audit is in place, and they have started actual QA testing, which is quality assurance, which means that their team members actually have score in hand and are testing trading functionality as we speak, which is really cool. So December 16th is their new target date. And in the middle of next week, they expect to have a set release date for score. That was update number one.
That's
update
awesome.
Number two, it's really cool. Update number two is that anybody who currently has an NFT, a Star Atlas NFT, like a ship or collectible or a poster, will be given and Santi, maybe you can confirm this too. I believe it's an NFT that's a collectible from the Art Basel event in the Miami crypto event. And so everyone who currently owns a Star Atlas NFT will be gifted one of those as an early adopter. Is that correct? We're going to say yes.
Sorry, I'm multitasking here right now.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm asking right now for that info.
Okay, I think I basically wrote down the entire town hall word for word. Let me see what I have.
That's how I understood it as well. Yeah.
Okay.
What's the cutoff date for the gifts? So I'm assuming if someone bought Star Atlas NFTs today, you're not going to get this gift. So what's the cutoff date?
Oh yeah, that's a really good question. We can find that out. We'll ask around, but he did not say that. I'm assuming maybe yesterday is my guess, or today at a certain time. So maybe we can ask around in Discord. Okay, so they announced that. And then another thing that they announced was that the Star Atlas DAO, or basically the ability to allow you to stake your Polis tokens for rewards. For those of you who are newer to the crypto community, when people say stake your tokens, they basically mean that you can lock up your tokens in the Star Atlas DAO or inside the liquidity pool for Star Atlas. It'll lock it up, which means it'll benefit the DAO. It'll add to the DAO. You won't be able to use it, but it's still yours. And at the end of your staking period, you get a reward of that token. So that's what staking is. And they were going to, initially their target date was December 8th. They have pushed that to January because it's just simply not ready, and they didn't want to push it ahead of schedule. And then the last update, or one that I have that I thought was pretty cool that I did not know about, but I think many other people did, is that they're releasing 9 new ships by the end of this year. That's terribly exciting. Was that very public? Did you guys all know about this too?
No, I never heard that.
I heard it was 8 ships, but I guess 9's better.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
I remember on a podcast, I think IFA, the guy from IFA Guild, he mentioned 8 ships releasing, but I guess now it's 9. That's cool.
Yeah, I love that. And I want to clarify something too. I told you that the Star Atlas DAO will be releasing in January. There are 2 different applications for this. One of them is the staking portal that I just told you about. The next application, which will not be available in January, is the actual governance application itself. So, like we said at the beginning of this, for those of you who don't know, having the Pulse token will allow you to participate, vote in, and basically participate in the governance of the Star Atlas metaverse. You can vote on things, you can help decide direction, and you can even govern certain areas with power in the game. That type of governance is not going to be released in January, but I'm sure we will hear from the team more about where that is. And truthfully, we don't need that, right? Because this game, they've even said, Mr. Wagner has said that they anticipate it to be a very centralized ownership of this game for the next 2 to 3 years under the Star Atlas team. And then over time, it will move to ownership of the players, or by the players, rather. So a couple of people have requested to come up. My finger is not so fast on allowing you to come in, so I may have missed you. So if you want to speak, come on up. But then again, I've had the floor for a while. So if anybody wants to bring anything up on the stage now, feel free to.
Just a quick question on the polis. You were talking about the staking. Now, in the future, are you going to be required to stake your polis to participate in the governance, or is it 2 separate entities?
That's a really good question. I actually don't know the answer to that one. Does anybody up here know how that will work?
I believe that the DAC governance is going to be a little bit separated from Polis in a more recent, or per a more recent update. The Star Atlas DAO is multi-layered. There's the overall Star Atlas DAO formal, which governs the entire structure of the game economy, including things later on like being able to vote on new developers if that ever becomes a thing. I think that element shows the confidence that the Star Atlas team has in their own ability to deliver on this product, and I think that that's a level of transparency and just sort of energy that shows that they are ready to deliver on this product. Underneath that DAO, there are regional DAOs, which will govern a few systems or something along this line in Star Atlas, the game. And beneath that, I believe there will be planetary DAOs. However, under that, effectively you have DACs, which will run on their own token if they decide to. And perhaps they'll be able to use Polis. Those details we are still awaiting.
I also feel like that's an important distinction. So when I first started learning about Star Atlas and crypto in general, I assumed that DAOs and DACs were the same thing. And they kind of sound similar, right? But and maybe one of you can speak to this more. A DAO is going to be the kind of organization that you can contribute to and hold governments within. And the DAC is going to be more of the group that you are governing from. Is that kind of like a lesser type of organization?
Yeah, so your DAC is a decentralized autonomous corporation. It is based on the DAO structure, which has organization in place of the C there. The way that Star Atlas has designed the DACs, by my current understanding, much of information remains to be revealed. We'll have a lot of customization options effectively in how they will actually be structured. For example, is it one person, one vote, or is it the biggest bag holders of whatever designated token for governance is, have the most say, etc. The flexibility that they're building in there enables all of us to experiment with different socioeconomic structures and is really a core to the foundation of what Star Atlas is. The DAX will be one of the primary economic engines of this entire metaverse, bringing in people, helping them to get onboarded, whether they are gamers or investors or what have you, all the way through to what the day-to-day life looks like in Star Atlas.
Thank you for clarifying that. That actually really helps. I'm sure it's helped a lot of listeners as well. I want to ask a more personal question to everyone up here. And I won't call on you, so if you have an answer, just unmute and say it. When the game releases, in 2 years or in 5 years, whatever it may be, what do you want to do? Let's say that money is not a factor, right? Let's say that we're not really focusing on DAC priorities in helping maintain the DAC and doing things for governance and money. For fun, for gaming, what is the first thing you're excited to do in the Star Atlas metaverse?
I think the fun thing would just meet all the people, the first colonists to the Star Atlas metaverse. I think that would be fun, just to see everybody popping up.
I'm excited about exploring and discovering new planets and land, and probably start mining.
I think there's something about oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, please finish your thought. Go ahead.
Just doubling down on exploration, and I think just working with people in deep space too. That seems very exciting to me. It's something that, especially in the context of being able to earn real world value, it's a literal childhood dream come true to be able to be out in space and quite potentially paying bills, etc.
I know. I mean, can you imagine? Many of us are still working our. This isn't really accurate, but I'll just say 9 to 5, our normal jobs. All of us are. I mean, right? And so the thought that we could someday be part of an intergalactic community, making money depending on what we're doing. And I agree with Lux and Eoganacht. I think that exploration is going to be the most exciting thing. Although, getting into a huge battle, it would be super fun. I'm not ready to lose these $300 ships that I just bought. I'm not very wealthy. I made an investment in this game, and it was really exciting to buy a Pierce X4 and a Pierce X5 and things like that. And so I'm starting small with this. I don't think I'm going to jump into warfare. I think that it'd be really cool to maybe get with a DAC who has exploration as a priority or something like that, but can offer some protection and go out as a data runner with some fully loaded ships by your side and just venture out into deep space where you could totally be just absolutely obliterated. That I'm already getting kind of nervous thinking about how fun it's going to be. Okay, this isn't just Sim Theme Park or Halo where I'm going to respawn or it's a low key game. I might lose my ship that I bought with my money. Oh, it's going to be so cool to go out and explore.
It's a whole other level, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm excited about the risk reward between, because I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity for people that are going out and exploring first and kind of getting out there into deep space, and just like you said, risking those assets and weighing that opportunity with the time that it takes to get organized and develop allies and get a real game plan going. But it's sometimes when you take too long to think about something, then you miss out on some of the early opportunities that are going to be out there. So.
Yeah, I think what I'll do, I'll just use my $20 bikes to go venture out into deep space first before taking the big,
Just for fun.
the big cars, the big ships.
Hey, could I put some input in there?
Yeah, feel free to introduce
Yeah,
yourself a
hey,
little bit.
it's Morningstar Ritual, whatever, prime mover on the at Discord, but that's why I'm acquiring PX5s. I think that, I've sat around a lot and try to like project out what the future would look like, and I think there's going to be the biggest mechanism that people, I think, really aren't thinking about is the ability to burn a ship. So if you imagine you're a Calico owner and you have 235, there's 234 other owners of that ship. That ship is destroyed, then now the other remaining ships are now more scarce. So there could be, like, if you look at like EVE Online and the casino wars and all the crazy stuff that has happened in the past, I think a Pierce X5, like, I'm trying to accumulate as much as possible, because I think a guild will have an escort swarm. So if you're mining or you're exploring, you will hire a bunch of Pierce X5s to basically escort you to protect you from a pirate guild or something like that. That's where I think it's going to, once we get there, that's why I'm willing to wait the 3 to 4 to 5 years, because of what happened in EVE Online, what is happening now in Star Citizen. It's super complex, but if I own a rare skin in Apex or Fortnite, another player can't take that skin from me and make their skin more rare. With this game, that kind of mechanic that hasn't been seen before is in play.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And I also want to add, I do want to comment on that. I want to add for people too as well. This is not financial advice, what I'm about to say. This is just what I will personally do. And somebody in Discord mentioned this, and I'm sorry that I'm saying it like this, but I did not verify it with an official member of the Star Atlas team. But Eoganacht, you may have been in that channel, so feel free to. But it seems like the expectation of the score missions is that when we stake when we add a ship, Morningstar, I promise this is relevant, when we add a ship to the score mission, that there's an opportunity for maybe an expectation of 8% yield per month, and the hopeful expectation that we will earn back that we will get ROI within the year on our ship. And so that is just a guess, that is just an estimate that somebody has put together. And so when it comes to Morningstar, like the different availabilities, that's why I personally think it's a really good investment to buy ships now, even if it's just the PX4, which is the $20 one, because by the time the game is released, there is an estimate that we'll be able to pay off these ships 2 or 3 times over, maybe even 5 times over. So I agree that gathering these ships now is a smart move. And I really love that analysis on how you think. It kind of reminds me of Ender's Game, where they've got all those ships spiraling around the main ship, around the tractor beams. Anyway, one of my favorite books. Okay, moving on.
No, I was thinking of Ender's Game as well just now. Like, the sworn strategy is one I've thought about a little bit, and I think it might have been your post, Morningstar, but I saw somebody in the Discord talking about the swarm with the X5s, and
it was like,
that's.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
No.
Probably like a month ago, right? I mean, I write, and I kind of write for myself just to, like, you guys know the like huge role playing stuff in GTA 5. Like, I think no one really knows how big a game like this can be. A modern online game is an entire ecosystem. Twitch streamers making $30K a month. It's everything. So this game, by having an economy baked in, we really don't know how big it can be. That's why, again, when everyone gets upset and expect, what if the score doesn't drop this year? Well, that's okay. It'll happen when it happens. But something like this big I'm willing to wait. And I always share the story that Jeff Bezos shares, that when he was starting out, he would tell early investors that there's a 70% chance that he would fail and he would go bankrupt. But people still gave him money because the idea was, they believed in it so much that they were willing to take that risk. And that's how I'm looking at this. Like, I just want to be part of this, because just imagine how cool it would be if you own 4 or 5 PX5s or whatever, and you're loaning them out or you're using them, and that's kind of like your job to be a part of an escort swarm, or maybe a guild has a division that does that, and you're earning it that way. And then there's a whole nother side of things where other guilds would just be focused on destroying ships. And then you could have a whole world like the Casino Wars, how it happened, and Eve. You could have a whole world where some major whales will open a contract out to destroy other rare ships to make their ships more scarce.
Absolutely. Oh, I just opened a EVE Online account yesterday, by the way. I'm just playing
Crazy
just to
game.
get my... Oh, it's so amazing. It's 20 years old, and they just redid the onboarding. Anyway, that's a small note. But I actually, building off of that, Morningstar, I think it really speaks to the question at the end. Not tooting my own horn, but I asked him, what are you doing to make sure this doesn't end up like Star Citizen? And for those of you who are not understanding how massive of a game this will be, Star Citizen was a crowd-funded game. It is a game that did not take institutional funding in the beginning, not like Star Atlas did necessarily, but it didn't partner with these massive firms. It grew everything from the ground up, and it's a fun game to play. I mean, it's like a $40 or $50 game to buy a ship in the beginning, and it's pretty fun. I love walking around. You're in the world. It's like a mini metaverse, just not in the blockchain. And so they've taken, I think, 13 years now, and they created a fun game. And the things that Michael said that are going to put Star Atlas leaps and bounds beyond that game. At this point, even though I agree with you, and this wasn't the point of what you were saying, the chance of success is much better than 30%, and that excites me. It excites me for everyone in this room that's here early,
Yeah, I agree. You guys, thanks for doing this too. I just followed you. I'm at work, so if you hear anything in the background, that's me trying to sell someone a mattress.
That's awesome.
No worries.
I'm quote unquote on lunch at work as well. I did want to take this time really quickly. I don't necessarily like to do self-promotion much, but it's going to be really cool. So both Atlas Theory, who's up here with me, and Star Atlas DaoCast, we both have our own YouTube channels. And if you do not have ships, I recommend that you follow us on YouTube so you can see what it's going to look like when we do the score missions. I know that Atlas Theory is definitely going to post a video when he puts his first ship in score, and so am I. So we are kind of newer content creators in the Star Atlas space because it's a new space, and we love the support. So like Morningstar said, that'll probably turn into some streaming at some point, but it's definitely a fun ride. Okay, we've got some more people requesting to come up here, so if anybody else wants to come up, by all means, please do. And Santi, go ahead.
I was just going to add that from the Star Atlas team side, you guys, you content creators of Star Atlas, have all the support from our side. And just if you need something anytime, just feel free to reach out to me or to anyone from Star Atlas. We will try to help with anything that's needed.
Absolutely. I will unashamedly take that and absolutely do that. So thank you, Santi, for offering.
Sounds good.
I messaged Michael Wagner messaged me back. I wasn't able to ask my question in the town hall. It was a simple question. I just asked if there's going to be any new skins for any of the new ships that came out, and if we'll be able to deploy these skins with our spaceships into score missions to have a higher MSRP value. And he said no. So I'm not sure if anyone else.
Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question.
Yeah, it's a question that's been bugging me for the past few days. Like, I really wanted to know, can we deploy the skins with the ships and scores to have a higher MSRP on that, to get that 8%, right, to increase it? But yeah, I guess that's a no. But that's fine.
For those of you wondering, a little background: when you participate in the score mission, you're basically putting your ship available for this. It's like if you've played Mass Effect Andromeda, it's like sending your ships on strike missions. It's kind of a similar. I know a lot of video games do this. I'm a Mass Effect truther. Oh my god, the game is amazing. But basically, you're putting your ships out, and they're going to give you some reward, but it's going to be based off a initial MSRP value of the ship. So it's not going to be based on like how big your DAC is or how big your community is. That was super unintentional. Apologize for that. But things like that. So yeah.
Is there any info on what ships are going to be dropping? Because they said they were going to drop some ships probably before the score game is launched. Is it going to be more of the same ships that are already out, or is it going to be different ones?
If I'm not mistaken, the only information we have is that they won't be Titan ships. I don't think they're going to release which ships they are beforehand, though.
I believe that they will be, Santi, please correct me if I'm wrong, that they'll be the remaining 9 ships on the Gao brochure PDF, which I can distribute.
Of course.
Yeah, like Michael mentioned this in the town hall, I think. All the ships that are going to be for sale, they will be new. They will be all new ships. We are not selling the ships that are currently in the market again for a long time. I don't want to give an exact date, but probably for years. So the ships that are going to be sold are completely new, and I have some news that they look amazing.
So Santi, is this? Oh, go ahead, Aaron.
So Santi, I remember a while ago I heard Michael say that for the Pierce F4 ships, that the first 2,000 or so were going to be released at a certain price, and then the next 1,000 were going to be released at a higher price. Is that what you were talking about? How years from now they're going to release the next batch?
I think that what you're mentioning is the 2 prices that we have when we sell ships. We sell one, I don't know how to say the exact word, but we sell half and half, like one at a lower price, and then another one at a little bit higher price, just to reward people who buy them earlier. But I think that you're referring to that. Not sure about the pricing of these ships in the future, like when they will come out again. I'm not sure on that one, so I can't give you an answer. But I think that what you're mentioning is that.
Do you want to add real quick? I just tweeted a link to the brochure that has all of the ships that were in the GAO, which is the Galactic Asset Offering, which is kind of the period we're in right now. And Santi, I don't think you answered it directly, but the 9 new ships, do we know if they're coming from that PDF of the Galactic Asset Offering? Because I know that there are some ships on there that haven't been released yet. Or are they completely new? I know you said that they were new, but are they completely new and not part of the Galactic Asset Offering?
I think that they are part of the brochure, like the ones that we have left in the brochure. I will try to confirm this, but they are from the PDF. Yeah, I just had the confirmation from Matei. Big shout out to Matei. So yeah, they are from the PDF. Like cool. Michael said, we are not selling the Titans this year.
Yeah, I think that would be. I personally think that would be a little discouraging to new players if I. Like, for instance, like somebody tweeted out, I just bought 100,000 Polis, and I was like, holy cow, are you kidding me? Like, how are we even going to have a say? And I know it's going to be different. It's not going to be starkly based on how much you have. It's going to be where you are, and there's a lot of different factors. But if I saw people snatching up Titan ships, I'd be like, oh man, my Pierce X5 and I are just going to stumble along the planet. We're just going to orbit for a little bit. But that's good to hear. But yeah, if anybody's curious, the ships that are going to be released, I just tweeted the link to the PDF. You can check them out there. All right. So I know we're all having a good time. We'll probably stay on a little longer. I'm going to go back to work soon because I am in the middle of my workday. I think I can transfer host privileges to somebody if you guys want to keep this going, although I don't know how, so I would have to learn how. But I want to invite anyone who's currently up here to kind of share something with the space that hasn't had a chance to do so. And if anybody would like to come up to the stage and say something, now would be your opportunity before we kind of wrap up this room. So I'll leave the room open here.
So I'm just kind of going through this brochure. I know we've had like some high interest ships in the past, especially that bounty hunter one. From the remaining ships, I was just interested what everybody else was like looking at. Looks like there's a few interesting ones, but mostly types we've had already. So yeah, just wanted to see what you guys were eyeing down.
I've personally been saving up for the OPOD. I want to be a data runner, so I think that's going to be a cool ship. I don't see any other data runners, although I do know that even though it's classified as a data runner, I'm assuming that's what it's like made for, and I'm assuming that you can make other ships into data running ships by just buying the right modules. So that being said, I think the Calico Evac is going to be one of the new ones, and it's a rescue ship, and that's pretty cool.
I'm with you there in a data runner ship. I can't wait for the day where we go find like a new resource out in space and we can sell the information to somebody. But like, I want to get like conniving with it. Like, okay, you can buy this information for me for this much Atlas, but then you have to pay me extra so that I don't tell anybody else. And then you got to pay me every single week that I don't tell anybody else.
And if you don't pay me, I'm going to hurt your family. Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to say something about that, because it's something that he said that was really cool is when it comes to staking claims in Star Atlas, it's not the people who own the data that get to auction on this territory. It's the actual data runners who discovered the land. So it's going to be the data runners who are going to be able to stake claims on land first, and then it's going to be these people who buy the data who can do it second. So there's going to be a real opportunity there. And I do want to tease something really quickly. Atlas Theory and I just recorded a podcast episode together. We're going to be releasing it on the Star Atlas DaoCast, and we talk all about what we think lies at the edge of the Star Atlas universe, which is really, really exciting. It's not going to come out for another week, but you guys should check it out. It's a really fun one.
Hey, Santi, if you're still there, you see how like on all of our Star Atlas accounts that we created, it has like our age. Like, so like I think mine says like 2 months or something like that. They should issue like everybody a Star Atlas birth certificate, like all the players, just so they can see like how long they've been involved with the game.
Like maybe like an NFT drop once you hit a year or 2 years or 3 years, and you get like a badge or something.
Yeah, and then like you can only vote when you get 18 years old.
That's a really cool idea, actually.
Hey, Santi, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure. I will try to answer.
Real quick, I mean, one thing I was wondering is, you know, I'm a sucker for every culture book out there, and I like using, like on Discord, my name is Prime Mover, which is a ship in the culture series, but usernames. So it seems like, let's say I go on when it comes out, I want to take like Kiss the Blade or a regular Apocalypse. Again, these are culture ship names. Or, you know, something about Gravitas. A lot of them are a play on the word Gravitas. If I put that name out there, and then there's an auction period. So if I post the name publicly that this is what I want to be, my name, someone can come in and just outbid me, correct?
Yeah, man. Don't post it.
Okay. I want to be called Wilbert.
I'm going straight for Swagner. Somebody fight me for it. I dare you.
That's
I was gonna go for Santi, but
yeah, Santi.
No. Don't do that.
I know, Santi, you have another Santi in the Discord. You better hurry up on
yeah.
that, man.
Yeah. I saw it. I will probably have a ship race or a fight with him in the Atlas Amphitheater when it's live.
Heck yeah.
There can only be one.
be there.
Everybody's talking about like the battling and the fighting and stuff. Like, what's gonna be for like the racing ships? You know, like for the, you know, like we're just gonna
I think gambling. Well, one thing that I don't know how you guys feel about this, but the casinos are one of the most profitable things in EVE Online. So imagine like there's a race thing and you have a casino, a guild runs a casino, and then you bet on who wins the race. I don't know if that's going to be allowed, but I guess we can do whatever we want, right?
I'm not sure if that's going to be allowed, but it's for sure a cool idea. Really cool.
Okay.
Morningstar, I will say that it would be, in my opinion, it would be very smart for the Star Atlas team to build every single feature that EVE Online can do, and then some. I agree. Such a successful game. I think I'm not going to say they'd be stupid not to, because that's rude, but I think that there would be missed opportunities if they didn't do that. So, EVE Online's great.
The house always wins.
Always. No, guys, if you guys are bored today, go on YouTube and just type in EVE Online Casino Wars. It's just crazy. Learn it, and it'll blow your mind. And then another one, there's a paper, I forget the guy's name, just type in EverQuest economic paper. There was a guy that studied the economy of EverQuest, and at that point, their GDP was the size or a little bit bigger than Russia. So, like, just the things that are possible. That's what's so beautiful about this game, is that we have a very fluid, baked-in economy that already has liquidity. So when we start playing, like, unless they say you cannot run a casino, which I understand maybe whatever they'll say, but imagine the power of a guild that has the biggest casino in the verse, you know?
No, I think you're bringing up some good points. I've started a little bit of EVE research. There's just so much to learn from the games that have already existed that we can kind of bring over into Star Atlas and start planning for the future with our DACs. It's crazy. I need to do more research. You said EverQuest, right? Was the other one?
Yeah, the good path that I went on, and part of it I was playing part of the game. One is just to study Star Citizen. A content creator called Down the Rabbit Hole has a really good video on the saga of Star Citizen, if anyone doesn't know what happened. The second one would be Entropia Universe. So in 2005, a player called Never Die purchased an asteroid casino for $100,000. He mortgaged his house. Then in 2010, he sold it for $635,000. So then the next one is EverQuest. I think if you just go to YouTube, type in EverQuest economic paper or the economy of EverQuest, that'll bring up a host of videos. And there's Economics Explained and How Money Works. Do a lot of videos on the economy of EVE Online. And then if you want to look at the wars and how like the casino owners funded wars and all that stuff, type in EVE Online economy. You'll probably get like 5 or 10 videos that are really good about it.
Awesome. I'm writing this down right now. Very cool.
Yeah, I'll make sure to do that.
I do want to ask the other speakers up here. I don't host spaces often. I guess I will now. Do you know if it's possible to move ownership of the room? I do have to go. So I want to make sure that the room still goes if people would like to stay. Does anyone know how to do that?
I don't, but I need to go soon as well.
Yeah, I'm going to head out, guys. I'll be here next time. Thanks for carrying the water and doing this. It's amazing.
It, man. I want to thank Santi for being here, man. I know that being on the team, it could be really demanding to be answering questions like this. So I thanks for doing the town hall, and thank you so much for being available for us after. I know we all really appreciate it.
No problem. It's my pleasure. Community is everything.
Agreed. Couldn't agree more. Atlas Theory, Eoganacht, Lux, Daryl, Morningstar, thank you for joining me up here. If anyone who's in the room, please follow the speakers. I'm sure that they will have a lot of cool Atlas Theory stuff to share coming soon, and you better know that we're going to keep you updated on all the updates. So thank you so much for joining this first Star Atlas Town Hall recap and after party, and we'll see you guys, I guess, in the metaverse, won't we?
Real quick, DaoCaster, before you go, DaoCaster, do you do this Twitter Space every week?
Well, it seems like I might now.
Cool.
Not currently. I think it'll be a cool touch though. Definitely after every town hall.
All right, awesome.
But if you guys want, maybe we can do like a weekly, just kind of open room and just chat Star Atlas and kind of get in here. I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be awesome.
Amazing. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Okay. Cool. I kind of like this. What is it? 11 UTC? No. Anyway, it'll be a similar time. Well, maybe we'll talk about it. But yeah, let's try for a similar time. I think it's 4 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern. That'd be really cool.
Thank you, DaoCaster.
Yeah, thank you for hosting.
Heck yeah. All right. You guys have a good day. Everyone continue to have a safe holiday season, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Cool. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
And girls. Guys and girls.
See you in the metaverse.
Hello guys! Thank you so much for watching us at Space Twitter Gathering within Star Atlas Theory, DaoCaster, Eoganacht, and Santi. So, power to the people, stick it to the man. See you next time in another video. Thank you so much.